What's up, everybody? This is Dave. You're back for a little bit more of Saved by the Stub, the ticket stub program that shows you all the things that happen here behind the scenes at Dave Buys Ticket Stubs. And I couldn't be more excited to have you here today. We are live with you here on a Thursday afternoon, and we are getting ready to kick off. A little bit about what we got going on this week. I bought a huge collection of Cleveland Indians tickets, and I just finished sort of researching them, and I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that I found. This is why I love collecting tickets, and it is because of the history that is found in these tickets. And so I'm just going to present to you guys like 5 tickets that I got from this batch of Cleveland tickets, and we're going to start here. This ticket here is August 15th of 1993. And while it may look like any old regular season game, something truly historic happened during this game. And the greatest part about some of these events is that you didn't know you were going to witness history at the time. So this ticket involves the great Nolan Ryan, one of my favorite all-time baseball players and just one heck of a pitcher. So on this date, August 15th, 1993, Nolan Ryan gets his final career win number 324, if I'm not mistaken, which puts him 13th or 14th all-time in career wins in baseball. So, I love this ticket. You can see here at the bottom it says it was played at, it's the Indians versus Texas. Chief Wahoo, of course, has been retired. But what a great homage to the past here. So what a great ticket to find. August 15th, 93. Nolan Ryan gets his final career win, number 324. Nolan Ryan would, a few weeks after this, I forget the exact date, but he's playing in Seattle. And he throws his arm out, and then that's sort of the end. He pulls himself out of the game, and then he retires. He never pitches again. So that is his final one. Okay, next up. We have this ticket here, another Indians ticket, also to the 1993 season. This is July 25th of 1993, when a guy by the name of Ken Griffey Jr. is en route to tie a major league record 8 consecutive games with a home run. So on this date here, this is July 25th of 1993. So at this point in this game, Jr. would hit his 6th consecutive home run in a game. Okay, and so he would hit 2 more after this. I think they're both in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Those happened at Yankee Stadium, the final 2. So what's really neat about this one is that just days ago, I got this ticket in, which is 2 days before. And this is an unused ticket. It's got some staple holes in there, thumbtack holes. No big deal. But a great unused ticket from the 93 Indians season. And this is July 23rd. So this is the game where Junior would hit a home run in his 4th consecutive game. And he would go on for a total of 8, which ties the major league record with Don Mattingly and maybe one other player, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a shared record amongst 3 players, Mattingly, Ken Griffey Jr., and one other whom I don't recall right now. This is such a really fascinating ticket, this next one I'm going to pull up. Okay, so this is April 16th of the year 2000, and what's fascinating about this game is that a Chuck Finley, I'm sure some of you guys out there remember Chuck Finley, but he was a well-known player, and Chuck Finley recorded an inning with 4 strikeouts during this game. So I thought that was fascinating, right? And the way that this happens, of course, is that the pitcher has to strike out 3 batters. So he strikes out the first batter. He strikes out the next batter. And then on the 3rd batter, he strikes them out too, but his catcher drops the ball and he does not record the out at first base, resulting in a chance for another batter. So at this point, Finley had already struck out 3, but because of the error throwing to first, he now has to face another batter, even though he's recorded 3 strikeouts. And he strikes out the 4th batter. So what a really neat thing to have happen during a game, just to be able to witness. Now, this is not all that rare. Some players have done this before, a 4th strikeout in a game, but it requires such an interesting setup of events to occur, right? Like the pitcher has to record all 3 previous outs. The 3rd out has to be dropped by the catcher, and that catcher can't get the runner out at first. The runner has to be safe. You want to know what's really more fascinating about this story is that Chuck Finley didn't just do this once. In fact, he didn't even just do this twice. 3 times in his career, Chuck Finley struck out 4 batters in a single inning. And that's really incredible. Sorry, Chuck Finley here again, but this ticket is to the 3rd time that it happened. And this is a Major League Baseball record. No pitcher has had more 4 strikeouts in an inning than our guy, Chuck Finley. So what a really neat story. And, just again, it's like it's an average 9-inning game. Yes, this is something historic that happened. It's not something crazy historic, but it's still very neat. All right, now, speaking of crazy historic, let's move on to this ticket here. April 15th, 1997. And on this date, it is the 50-year anniversary of Jackie Robinson's Major League Baseball debut. And I believe on this date, all of baseball wore number 42, and they permanently retired it from every team. And now the only time a player in Major League Baseball is allowed to wear the number 42 is on Jackie Robinson Day, which is April 15th each year. This is the first inaugural year of Jackie Robinson Day, and it's exactly 50 years to the date from when Jackie Robinson first took the field. So this is, a ticket that is 50 years after the most historic thing to ever happen to our beloved game of baseball. And just for fun, I'm going to show you here, but this is a ticket stub to that game of April 15th, 1947, opening day at Ebbets Field. And this, by the way, is an incredible ticket. It's not mine. That's like a dream one day to be able to own a ticket to Jackie Robinson's very first game. I can think of nothing more historic than that, Jackie Robinson's first game. But this here, 50 years later, and the Seattle Mariners and the Indians play each other, and they honor Jackie Robinson on this day, and they retire his number across all of baseball. So that's a really cool one. The last one I'm going to finish up here is a little bit different than what I normally would share. And it's such a great example of why I love collecting tickets, you guys, because there's this commonality between myself, a ticket collector who's collected all of his personal tickets his whole life, and my customers, you guys, who also have collected your ticket stubs your whole life. And we do this for similar reasons. And a lot of the times it's to remember something. We save the ticket stubs to commemorate an event. So I came across this ticket here, which looks like an innocuous ticket enough, but it says it's a Giants-Cowboys game from the 82 season, and it's unused, as you can see. And I thought to myself, well, the reason, of course, this is unused is that it was from a strike season in 1982. And so I just thought it was an interesting ticket at first until I turned it over to the other side and I read the following message. Dear Dennis, Nance and I have decided that we would like to have our child have someone to look up to because you're the only one I know who's over 5'5". I would like you to be the baby's godfather. Love, us. And you guys, I just love stuff like that in the world of ticket collecting. I still have so many sentimental tickets that I will never part ways with. But they probably only mean something really special to me. And to anybody else, they might just be an average ticket. And so to almost anybody out there, this might be an average ticket. But to Dennis and Nance and these guys here, this unknown group of people that I'll never meet, I imagine this ticket was like given to his buddy. I imagine the joy that it created. And I imagine they didn't get to go to the game because the game was a strike game. So that kind of sucks for Dennis. But I'm sure they did something just as fun to commemorate being asked to be a baby's godfather. But this is what brings us together as a community and as a nation and in all of humanity, man, is like the nostalgia of our lives. And that's what ticket stub collecting is for me. It's just this wonderful way to keep the past alive. If you've got a great ticket stub collection, I hope you'll reach out to us. We love preserving ticket stubs and giving them a meaningful next chapter. My name is Dave, and I love buying ticket stubs. And I hope you'll reach out if you got some. Take care of each other, and be well, guys. Peace.